Why don't Hebrew roots believers celebrate traditional Christian holidays? We don't celebrate those traditional Christian holidays because they are man-made and not God-ordained. See, those holidays identify a person to a certain religion. We wish to identify with the authentic faith of the Bible, which is an undeniably Hebrew faith, with an undeniably Hebrew Messiah, and we wish to identify with no religion. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, all sprung from pagan origins. They were fashioned to replace the biblical, God-appointed holy days in ways that Gentiles were used to celebrating. Even though some may argue that these were all created with good intentions, none are Bible-based holy days, and we have no authority to employ the pagan to worship the holy. One of the great errors of Christendom is to harbor the belief that Christian authorities do have the right to declare something or someone as holy. The Christmas and Easter have been declared holy by these authorities. As another example, certain people the church designates as saints and are therefore assigned to special holiness. Only God has the authority to decide what and who is holy. And only biblical holy days are holy because God ordained them and declared them so. That Hebrew roots believers think this way is nothing new. See, the Pilgrims that came to the shores of America in 1621 were hunted down in Europe to be killed or sent to prison because they believed the same way we do. They refused to celebrate any but the biblical holy days. And since those man-made Christian holy days were and remain one of the chief means of identifying a person with Christianity, then the Pilgrims demonstrated they were no longer wishing to be part of Christendom. Rather, they wanted to worship God and His Son Yeshua in the manner the Bible clearly instructs. So do we. Therefore, we have devoted ourselves to, among other things, observing the biblical holy days, including Sabbath and the so-called 7 biblical feasts. It would be double-minded for us to do that and continue with any standard and traditional man-made replacements for God holy days, no matter how fun those traditional holy days were for us.